This is something that's been in the headlines. So let's take a look.
Now know that Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, of course, former Prince Andrew, has been arrested on suspicion of misconduct in public office. This is according to the police. We've just received this statement. It comes just after we heard that police had arrived at the home of Andrew Mountbatten Windsor and that the police had been previously assessing evidence in relation to revelations in the so-called Epstein files. Now, what do we know so far? It has been a tumultuous few months, of course, for former Prince Andrew. He has been pushed out of the monarch's estate, essentially shoved into Sandringham, where he has lost all of his royal titles as well since last year, stripped of those royal titles by his brother King Charles. An anti-monarchy group filed a complaint against him after the most recent trove documents was released, accusing him of violating his role as a trade envoy for the UK by sending secrets, by sending state information, by sending details of economic packages that Britain was working on to Jeffrey Epstein. Now, Mr. Andrew Mountbatten Windsor has denied any wrongdoing, but these are absolutely extraordinary events for someone of this title, someone of this status, the brother of King Charles, to right now be arrested. Again, we are waiting for more information, but we also know that King Charles had previously said he is willing to work with the police if it comes to that, and it has clearly come to that moment.
The thing about this is, what's done in darkness will always come to light. It's something that's in the Bible and something that I believe. I think that anybody in a lofty position, especially those who are born into it, who don't know what it's like to be on the bottom, I think some part of them believes that they're truly untouchable. They're truly untouchable. And it's sad to think that. It's sad to think that way. But it's a reality. And we're seeing it play out before our own eyes. In some regard, it makes me more faithful in the sense that justice is real. I think it's also easy to believe that people can do all sorts of things, all sorts of ungodly things, and get away with it easily simply because of their status, or they have a certain reputation, or they rub elbows with the right people. So, I mean, in my opinion, this is good. Not good for him, but good for the people who were unfortunate victims of whatever was going on with Jeffrey Epstein. And I just think of how Prince Andrew was stripped of his titles, as the video said, by King Charles. It makes me wonder if they saw all of this coming. Maybe they were tipped off, or maybe they were just smart enough to see that, do you know what, had hit the fan, that things were going to be going downhill from there. I think that situations like this are rare. I think it's worth noting I guess who is going down, what's going down. And I'm trying to be careful with my words because I can't really think of another situation that's comparable to this, where there's so many different people of notoriety involved in something so sinister, or even something that just has the globe's attention. So this is very fascinating for me to see, very fascinating for me to think about. It's very fascinating to witness. But you have it here. I mean, I'm interested to see what happens next. I'm interested to see what becomes of Andrew, what becomes of some of the other parties who are involved. So I'm interested to hear what you think. Don't be shy. Drop a comment, like, subscribe. I'd like to hear some other perspectives on this situation. Peace.